Problem number 8. A hot air balloon is floating between two people. Person A takes an angle of elevation of 35 degrees, person B 50 degrees. Person A and B are 4 miles apart. How high is the hot air balloon off the ground? So this is one of those problems where we're actually going to have to do it in 2 steps. You have person A over here. We've got person B over here, and you can switch these around if you want. And then the hot air balloon is somewhere between here. Now it's not necessarily halfway, so maybe you put it off to the side a little bit. My really good hot air balloon right there. It's actually not too bad. All right, and that's gonna be our angle C. Person A takes an angle of elevation of 35 degrees. So 35 is gonna go in this corner right there for person A. Person B, 50 degrees, right there. And then they're standing 4 miles apart. That's gonna be this distance here, which is gonna turn out to be lowercase c. I'll go ahead and label these other sides. Angle B, side B, and A with A. And I'm gonna fill these in with my table. So I have 35 degrees for A, 50 degrees for B, and 4 for side C. First thing I'll do is find my missing angle. So find C by doing 180 minus 35 minus 50 degrees. Type it into the calculator. And I get 95. That's my angle C. I'll put that in the table. And then I don't actually have to find both of these. The question here is asking how high the hot air balloon is off the ground. So it's technically asking for this distance straight down. So what I'm gonna do is maybe just find this side, focus on finding B, and then I'll use that to break it off into a second triangle, a right triangle. So I'm gonna focus my attention on finding little b for right now. So I'm gonna set it up using the law of sines, using the B's and the C's. Sine of 50 over B equals the sine of 95 over 4. And then we're gonna cross multiply and divide. Four times the sine of 50, don't forget to close the parenthesis, and then divided by sine of 95, close the parenthesis, and that gets me 3.075. I'm gonna round that to 3.1. And again, B is by itself, so there's no reason to do any sort of inverse signing. So B is 3.1. And so then I'm actually gonna take this triangle right here, and I'm gonna do this purple triangle here, and pull it off and do it as my second triangle. So the reason I need to do this is because I need to find this as my X, which is this right here. And I found B, which is 3.1. So I'll go ahead and write that in right there. I know my angle is 35, bring this down. And then I have a right triangle, so I'm gonna do that using SOHCAHTOA. Opposite. Adjacent is blank, so leave it off. Here's my hypotenuse. So I'm gonna be using sine. And then I'm gonna set it up as the sine of 35 degrees equals X over 3.1. My goal is to get X by itself, so I'm gonna multiply by 3.1 to cancel, and same thing on the other side. So then I go to my calculator, type in 3.1 times the sine of 35, and that gets me 1.778. I'm gonna go ahead and round that to 1.8, and I think we're talking about miles, and that would be your answer for X, how high the hot air balloon is off the ground, 1.8 miles.